let's talk about champagne. Eric Rodez, another one from the village of Abernay. I have no idea why, as of late, the last few champagnes that we've been reviewing have been from Abernay. I'm not going to complain. Abernay has been a recent favorite of mine. The majority of the champagnes that I've had from Abernay have been magnificent. And this one I have only heard of sort of in passing, and I really didn't think too much about getting it and trying it, but it was a gift, and I decided, well, what better opportunity than right now to open it up, review it, and give an honest opinion of a champagne that I have never ever tried before. So let's get into it. Let's see. Most of you don't know this, but my son loves to collect the caps from the corks, and this one he is going to be absolutely amazed with, because this one is stunningly beautiful. Not sure if you can see that, but he's gonna like that. So, as always, we grab the bottle firmly with one hand and the cork in the other, and we twist the bottle, not the cork. And then right at the moment we hear it start to come out, and that's it. Here we go. All right. That is a mousse. Wow. So let's talk about this for a minute. Eric Rodez is a multi-vintage vineyard. So what that means is they are going to take vintage wines from multiple years and blend them. This is going to be a 40% Chardonnay and 60% Pinot Noir. So I'm really looking forward to that Pinot impact that this is going to have. Usually I have a lot of the champagnes I've been sampling recently have been mostly Chardonnay, if not 100% Chardonnay. But this one is a little bit different. I'm looking forward to it. This was aged in oak barrels, at least part of it was. So I think about 78% of the wines that go into the blending were aged in oak. So I'm looking forward to that. However, this is a little bit different. This did not go through a malolactic fermentation, which usually when wine is aged in oak, that's part of it. The malolactic fermentation can happen in the oak barrels. This one was different. The fermentation was blocked. Now I'm kind of curious as to how they did that, but that really got my attention. So again, this was aged on leads for 4 years, and it has a 3.5 grams per liter dosage. Let's see what this has. It's subtle. I mean, real subtle. I mean, really, really subtle. Like, an old trick. It's subtle. I'm getting a small, like a slight hint of apple, shortbreads, brioche, but not much else. I'm kind of struggling to get a nose. I've never had this problem before. Well, let's see how it tastes. That's interesting. That's interesting. I can taste the oak. That's there. I get it. I like that. It doesn't have the malolactic acid, so it has more of a apple acid taste to it, which I'm not a big fan of, but I'm actually not put off by it here. It's actually kind of nice. It's light. Even with the oak, it's light. It doesn't have a long finish to it. Like, yeah, it doesn't have much of a finish to it. None of this is bad. This isn't a criticism. It's just different. That's interesting. Let's go in for round 2. The mousse here is beautiful, though. That is beautiful. When you pour, when you pour this into a glass, that was beautiful. I like that. All right, so here's what I've come up with. The wonderful magic of video. Not only did the battery on my camera run out, but the battery on one of my lights ran out. So now I've got my light up, I've got my camera charged up, and in that time, I kind of stepped back and really thought about this champagne. And I'll be honest. Here's my take. This is a good wine. Now, yes, all champagnes technically are wines, but in exploring this, okay, the mousse when you first pour it is powerful. It's like bam, but then it settles really, really fast. And when I say settles really fast, I mean the effervescence diminishes very, very quickly. I am no wine expert, and I'm sure that at some point what I'm about to say is going to get totally torn apart by a wine expert or by someone who thinks to know what they're talking when it comes to wine. But I'm going to say it anyway because this is my opinion. Everything that he is doing is fantastic. I get it. This is an individual who spent time studying and learning winemaking in Burgundy. Okay. Took that information, took that knowledge, and brought it home to his vineyard. Got it. Aging in oak. It's there, I get it. But for one reason or another, and as I said before, I'm really curious as to know why they're doing this. They are arresting the malolactic fermentation. And in just my opinion, in a complete novice opinion, he is making a conscious choice to make this a wine, to draw a distinction. Yes, it is a champagne. It is Grand Cru grapes from Champagne. It is made in Champagne. It is made using the Champagne method, the method traditionnel. It is there. He has achieved that. But he is trying to make a different point. He is trying to say champagne can be a wine too. Because when you sample this and taste it like it's a wine, bam! There it is. There it is. It's there. I get it. I get it. I get it. Bravo. But champagne isn't usually consumed like that. Maybe this is a champagne for a connoisseur. Maybe this is a champagne that is just different. Maybe he's making a point. It can be a wine too. And I think that's absolutely, I think that's interesting. I commend him for that. It can be a wine. It can be a wine first. You can be two different things at the same time. This is two different things at the same time. And I believe that he is saying this is a wine first. And part of Everyday Bubbly is to look at, taste, and give an honest opinion, an everyday person's opinion on a champagne. Remember, champagne specifically, I don't do cava. Never have, never will. Don't do Prosecco. Don't do most American sparkling wines. There are some American sparkling wines out there that are just absolutely amazing, and we'll talk about those at another time. This is an individual who is making a wine. He's not making wine with bubbles in it. I like what the wine has been changed into, what it has become. To me, champagne is the apex. I love everything that's an apex. I love everything that is at the top. A good single malt scotch. Don't even get me started. Scotch I love scotch. Scotch, champagne, German beers that still abide by the Reinheitsgebot. Apex. Okay, you get some of these German beers. I lived in Germany for a little while, and Augustiner. Okay, they've been making beer the same way for hundreds of years, and it works. And you don't mess with something that works. Okay, you don't. Okay. Eric, I get it. It's a wine. Wow. And when I look at it that way, and when I look at it like a wine, and I appreciate it like a wine, I see what you're going for. I see what the goal is. I cook. A lot of people love my food. I like to cook. Cooking is an expression of love. I love to cook, especially with people I love. I have to be able to know when something is done, when something is done well, when it tastes good, even if it's something I don't like. Don't shoot me over this. I'm not a seafood fan. I just don't like seafood, okay? It's not my thing. I don't like seafood. However, when I cook seafood, I need to know good from bad. And I think what this is he's taking, I know this is good. I can appreciate it. I get it. I would love to learn more about this, because I think you're onto something. I think this is onto something here. And just like when you cook food that you aren't familiar with, or that isn't to your taste, but you have to cook it anyway. I mean, every chef out there doesn't like every single thing that they prepare, but they have to cook it anyway, and they have to cook it well. They have to cook it to perfection. And I think I get it. I really do. I think I understand. And, you know, I mean, right now, that's a wine. This is a wine. This isn't champagne anymore. That's Pinot Noir. That's a Pinot Chardonnay blend. I mean, that's a wine. I don't mean to. I'm not being critical. I'm not being negative. I'm actually. I mean, look at that. Look at that mousse. There it is. I just put it under the glass. Look at that. Bam. Bubbles are tight. Bubbles are small. Look at them. I mean, again, it's eye candy. It's beautiful. Like I said, Eric, I would love I'd love to hear from you. I would love to hear more. I would love to understand this. I'm an average everyday person. I'm a rugby player. I'm not, I don't profess to be anything special. I want to know more. I do. I really do. I want to know more. You've got me curious. It's like sabering a bottle. You're either a hero or a bum. There's no in between. In rugby, it's the same way. You're a hero or you are a bum. There's no, hey, that was a good effort. It was either magnificent job, we scored a try, or you screwed up and now we're in bad straits. Because there's a part of me that actually thinks that this is kind of like the future. There's a part of me that thinks that this is absolutely incredible. I really do. But then again, I don't know. Is this a swing and a miss? Or is this, you've knocked it out of the park? Here's what I want to do. I'm going to, as I said, I got this bottle gratis. I'm going to buy another bottle at some point. And then maybe in 2 months, after I review a few more champagnes and sample some more champagnes and really start diving into the champagnes that Everyday Bubbly is going to be selling and the partners that we have right now. It's good. I mean, it's good. It's when I drink Dom Perignon, I'm not moved by it. Not by any stretch. I'm not. I have not tried Cristal. I have not tried Amand de Brignac, Ace of Spades. Not sure I'm ever going to. There's a level of, there's an air about those that I'm not really about, and that Everyday Bubbly is not really about. Again, Everyday Bubbly is about the grower producer, the individual just like Eric here, who is making a statement, who is doing something, who is driving towards a goal. Again, I'm going to say, that's a wine right now. This is a still wine. That's a still wine. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with us while we do another review. And I shaved this time, and I do appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who is watching and everyone who is supporting us. And we're going to keep doing this and doing this and doing this. I'm going to keep getting these videos better and better and better. I'm going to keep honing my skills. I'm going to keep learning more and more French. I'm going to sample more and more champagnes. We're going to keep getting better and better and better. I ask, hey, give us your feedback. Let me know what you like. And if there's a champagne you want us to review, whether it's a grower producer or one of the big names, let me know, okay? And as long as it's within my price point, I'd be happy to review it and give you my thoughts on it. But yeah, that being said, thank you very much. And hey, remember one thing, as much as I enjoy it, I will never ever say this is not the best job in the world. Champagne every day. Thank you.